wrong show. I did the wrong show.
You ended that one. Okay. How are you doing this? I don't understand. Like, that's the third one in a row where you've just picked the wrong thing.
I know. I'm totally incompetent. I'm sorry. I don't even know. Yeah.
I'm not even streaming right now.
I'm not streaming now. It says I am. I got 14.
Let me fucking do it.
Can you not curse? We're on the air, producer. Touching. We're having this checked out. Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me? What's that? Oh, that's the table. Is it working? Is it working? Can you hear me? We can hear you, Joe says. Afternoon, Denise Briscoe. Hello, Denise Briscoe. That's a good name. Hello, Joodles, Zingo, who I've heard is a guy, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm going to go live. I'm a bit late. I pressed the wrong button. And this is like the 5th day in a row. My son, he's got contempt. Do you have contempt for me? I don't know whether you call it contempt.
You managed to fuck up
every single show.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Like, you managed to screw up technically.
Batanai is here. Claire is here. Yes. Hello. She says hello, Denise. Keith Bexley is here. Jared is here. Today's going to be the best show because it's Saturday. It's Saturday. It's going to be amazing. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about something. It's going to be good. I've had a crisis of confidence the last couple of days. So I complimented your photo, laugh out loud, Jarrett. Okay, that's what Joe is saying. So everybody's here. Lewis, can you share the Discord link for Alan Williams? Yes, I will do that right now. That's something that's of a top priority to share the Discord link. I go to Discord, I open up Discord, and I do the invite. Do I have to do this every single time? Is it a different one every single time? Well, I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. There we go. Oh my God, this is just, it's a nightmare. There we go. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'm going to send off the Discord thing, which is what this show is all about. It's not really about Discord because we tend to agree on everything, or most people tend to agree, and most people agree with me. Lewis, you're the best part of my day. This is what Claire C does. So thank you, Claire C. She's always brings joy into Lewis Schaffer's life. She totally does. I'm telling you this to your face over the internet, basically, that you bring joy. You bring joy, you bring love, you've got seasons in the sun, you've got this, you've got that. I don't know what the words are to this. 23 people watching. Thank you very much. 23 people. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. Everybody's checking in, they're checking like. Yeah, press like. Everybody's checking in, they're checking like. We've got 1,000 because of you. 1,000. 25. We've got 1,000 because of you. 1,000. So here's the Discord. Who needs the Discord? If you go look at the bottom of the thing, it's right in the bottom. See my yellow name is in the bottom. Echo. It's right in the bottom. My yellow name is in the bottom. Echo. It's right in the bottom. Is a mistake. Because what happens is I go to the live stream and then I go to the YouTube thing. It's a second thing. I don't know why it does that, but there's a YouTube thing and then there's a live stream thing. We're 9 minutes late. Do you remember when we started? We didn't have any sound for the first time. Batanai says hello to everybody. Alan Williams, click the link that yeah, do that. That was actually touched by me. What's Discord? Click the Discord link too, Zingo. It's like a Facebook thing where you can all talk to each other. I'm not talking to you on Discord. I'm here enough. I'm here enough. Am I here enough? Lewis, you were in my dream last night and I saw your Willie in... You can't say that. Can we say that? I'm about to be monetized. I don't know. Can we say that, Lorna? But I do appreciate that. It's nice to. That's what this is. Hi, Joodles. That's what this. Joodles also brings joy to me. That's what this show is all about. It's all about bringing joy to each other. Bringing joy to each other. Anyway, but thank you very much. Thank you, Chris King. Is here. He's a light of my life as well. John Van Dam, every one of you people. Donna Briscoe, yes, thank you very much, Denise Briscoe. You haven't been on here in a while, but I do appreciate you coming on right now. I've also set up my FPL team for those who are interested. I'd like to join a league with fellow Schafferettes, but I don't want to clog up this chat. Well, we can go to Discord. Why don't you go to the Discord, Alan, and ask that? Are you just running? He's just running her own show today. Is Lewis? No, I'm here. I came home. I went out early. I went out at about 1:30, and I was out in the park picking up stuff because I'm a great guy, and I want people to know that I'm a great guy. And it takes your mind off of the horror of the world. Or let me just say the horror of Britain. And then I spoke to my friend, my American friend, who has a house here in England, and he's like in shock about how the place. But we're not discussing that. What football team is back, Kinsey? Who's playing tomorrow? What is Kinsey's team? Kinsey, what is your team, Kinsey? My team is Crystal Palace, but I support lots of other teams, and I love because there's certain managers that I like or certain owners that I like. I like Sam Allardyce. Do you like Sam Allardyce? Look at my picture back there. That's quite scary, actually. That's quite scary. It's my friend Nikki, Ed's wife. She comes from America and she moved to this country. I didn't have only American friends. Even when I moved here, I had very few American friends. Lisa was my American friend. I met her here, and but she's no longer my friend because I support Donald Trump. Can you believe that? That's how bad the situation's gotten. And yesterday I was watching all these videos. Did you watch the videos about what's going on in America? Because you think, oh, America's not going to have this horrible stuff happen, right? But they're having horrible stuff happen. Zingo supports Rangers FC. Good team to support. Forgive me for saying so, but I would prefer to avoid joy via Lewis's Willie. I wouldn't say it's brought much joy. It's not a joy. No one looks at it. I know. I was told this many years ago that there's two sizes of willies for women. One size is just average, and the other side is wow. Basically, those are the two things. I was up till 12:30 a.m. watching the summit. Yes. Well, I've been informed of what I knew nothing was going to happen in the summit. Has anything happened in the summit, producer, of interest? No. My son says no. Not yet. And I don't think Putin wants anything to happen. He's a very smart guy. He's a really smart guy, and he's been around for a long time. He's an ex-CIA guy, whatever, not CIA. What do they call KGB? They didn't even, then he stopped being KGB because they changed the whole thing. But it was probably boring, says Alex. Yeah, I imagine it was because Putin wants to get out of a very bad situation. So Claire C., I will see the real thing to see if it differs from what I saw. Or maybe I'll send you a picture. I'll send you a picture. Nothing has happened to my knowledge. But what do we know? That's what Joe says about the whatchamacallit. I mean, nothing has happened. I don't think Russia wants there to be peace, right? Does Russia want that to happen?
They want peace as long as they come out winning it.
Yes, as long as they come out winning it. Well, that means they don't want it. It was good to see Liverpool following Lewis's robust views on disabled people. What does that mean? That's a joke. What size is what is Liverpool on? Are they disabled or are they beating the disabled people? I heard that they drew last night against Bournemouth. Is that true? I think is that true? Is that true? Anyway, so what about Liverpool? So that's Liverpool. So, I mean, we could talk about Lewis's. I don't know. I'm happy that we're discussing it. It's really good. The problem is as we get older, nobody's quite as interested in us, and so I like that someone's dreaming about me. I still remember that girl who said I was at college. At uni in America, a very small uni, very famous small uni, Charlton Athletic, that's Denise. And she came up to me and she said, Lewis, what the F were you doing in my dream last night? And it made me so happy. It made me so happy. I didn't know I wasn't that good looking, and I didn't know I was good looking either, but it's nice to be told. It's nice to be told. And let me tell you something, everybody out there, and this is what Lewis Schaffer always says, and I'm speaking to you directly, Chris King and Mark Therosian knows this, and Alex and Zingo, all the guys there, you, Jarrett, knows this, is that we have to be thin and beautiful in order to be loved. I hate to say it. Is that a horrible thing? Maybe if they love you when you're thin and beautiful, and then you get fat, they'll still love you. Keith Bexley. I'm also a Charlton fan, as I like Charlton too, Denise. I like it. It's like they're a nice team from what I can tell. And they're not in the Premiership, so they're not fighting against my team, which is Crystal Palace. But the most important thing, Joodles is here. We must all dream of it. Yeah, let's everybody say, I dream of Lewis. Lewis, says Claire. She always comes in. She's like, got a little button that says, this is a time for Lewis to say something nice about Lewis. Yeah, it's nice to be dreamed of. I dream of you, Lorna. I dream of you, Joodles. I dream of Keith Bexley. You know, why can't we all have a hug together? I'm a bit dirty. Why can't we all have a hug together? Lewis has a certain charm, says Joe. I hope I do. Evie is here. Evie Body is here. Thank you very, very, very much for coming. Speaking of a beautiful girl, that is, you were beautiful way back then. You're beautiful now. When when you're beautiful, you're beautiful. That's very important for us to be beautiful. Who doesn't dream about me? Lewis. Yeah, who doesn't? I want everybody to dream. Is that who out there doesn't want to be dreamt about? I'm dreaming about you. I'm dreaming about Denise. I'm dreaming about Vatanai. That's what this is. It's basically a love-in. I'm dreaming about Kerry up there in Northern Ireland. I'm thinking, she must be cold. Probably not that cold today. Maybe it is. It was cold. It's cool here in London. Why aren't you going out, producer? Why aren't you going out? When are you going out?
I'll leave so you can talk into
me. No, yeah, because it sounds horrible what I'm saying.
Because it is.
Why is it horrible for me to flirt with the girls? Does any of these people believe what I'm saying? That I'm as bad as I'm saying. Do they think that I'm bad?
They should believe it.
They should believe it. That's what my son says. They should believe that I'm as bad. Would you get into a jacuzzi with us? Yes, I would. Yes, I don't believe in germs. I don't believe in germs. I mean, you can get sick by hanging out with too many people, but I don't believe in germs. Claire is saying hello to everybody, which is good, Claire. Claire is good. Oh, Lewis, I daydream about you regularly. It does sound... We need to get the love where we can get it, don't we? My son is of a new generation. He's learned to be. I don't want to say what he's learned to, but he saw a very tumultuous relationship I had with his mother. Am I right? Sam S is here. Lewis Schaffer, makes a C in there, but that's all right, is the Freddy Krueger of women's erotic dreams. Well, didn't he do something bad, Freddy Krueger? That's my thing. Lucy is here. If you want to laugh, play Leeds United anti-discrimination campaign video. I've sent it to your DMs, Lewis. Okay. Now, let me see. I'm afraid to open up a thing because if I open up a thing,
don't.
I'm afraid because it'll just show all the...
Just go on YouTube.
Just go to YouTube.
And
search for it. But then when I press the thing, it comes up with the other thing. Okay, so Leeds disability video. I'm going to see if this works. Thank you, Lucy. A video about caring for disabled children in Leeds. Leeds football. Maybe it's just Leeds football. Leeds football. I'm a Leeds supporter because they went bankrupt, which is very disability. I'm sorry, Columbus. I'm sorry, producer. Is it a short one or is it a real one? Are Leeds really that massive? Highlights Aston Villa. I don't see it. Can you copy? Can you just give me the buzzwords? The buzzwords. Lucy. Lucy's very helpful. She's very helpful. Romantis says this. Lewis, Would you rather be a leader of a cult, religion, or a political party if you had to? Well, the problem is when you're a leader of a religion, you got to be in your best behavior all the time, right? Because they're constantly watching you. Same thing with a political party. And the problem with the political party is they'll kick you out. Okay, good job. Good job, producer. I love my son. Can you tell that? He's like a lovely boy, even when he's grumpy at me. I don't mind grumpy. There are people who are grumpy, and it just turns me on so much. Don't be grumpy with me. I like when you're grumpy, not disability, Lewis. Well, what is it then called, Lucy? What? I put disability in there. Well, what is it called, Lucy? I mean, I like when people are grumpy. I like when you say that was boy, you're late. You're late. I like that. That means you're paying attention to me. But I also like when you tell me you love me. Don't we all? Let's answer that question. We should be more in the room. Okay, I'm asking you a question. Would you rather somebody overdose you with love or overdose you with criticism? Good question that made me choked on my afternoon tea. My neighbor, that's what Evie says. My neighbor is effing nosy as usual. I love the smell of a barbecue. Oh, that's it. She's making a joke. Is that a joke? Noisy. Oh, she's noisy. Noisy. No, I said nosy and I meant noisy. I mean, my eyesight is not that good. I don't want to put on my glasses. I can see without them. At the end of the day, Leeds are dirty. I'm not, if you're a Crystal Palace supporter, you don't like Leeds very much. The thing about Leeds is Leeds is one of those cities that's a large city that has only one big team, like Newcastle has one big team. Let me get back on track. It's great that the girls swoon over a pensioner, Lewis, isn't it? Yes, it is great, Chris King. It is good. Well, you're young. You don't know this thing. You don't know what it's like. And I had some bad years when I wasn't even thinking I wanted girls to swoon over me. So it's really good. And let's all be like that. Let's all raise our estrogen and testosterone levels, no matter what age we are. And the way we do that is, how do we do that? By not eating carbs and eating red meat. Thank you, Chris King. I'm coming over, Kinsey. Are you coming over to Kinsey's house? Are you coming over to my house? I may have to go and say hello to them, Mark. Okay. Any guests for today? No, because we had 2 guests in a row. And then it was maybe explained I don't know if someone said that you guys, because we had gotten used to not having guests because it wasn't a guest type show. I mean, we'll have guests again. Do you want guests, Zingo? Are you a man or a woman, Zingo? MC Scott, the medical cannabis guy, is here. Happy Saturday, yeah. Lorna Hutchinson, okay, so there we go. It's the meat, Lorna Hutchinson. Yes, the meat actually does that and gives you life down there. It gives us life. Kinsey, your neighbor, well, the exclamation point isn't, whatever it is not needed, is Jeffrey Dahmer, right? He's always having barbecues. Must have a great deal with the butcher. Could be. The fact is that, with somebody that could be so delicious, you just want to eat them. I'm against it. I don't believe in eating humans, but actually we can't even discuss this, but human food is probably the best food. Best food, yes. Okay, so hello, Daddy Bannister. R-U-O-N. 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 I don't know what that means. Who loves you, baby, says Zingo. Kojak. Yes, love Kojak. You love the guy. Have you seen the 1975 documentary Grey Gardens? I did see it a few years ago. Yeah, it's old. It's from the 1970s or something. And it was the history of the wife, Jackie Kennedy. I was going to say the wife, like you need to know. Jackie Kennedy. It was really good. Why? Did you like that, Romantis? Did you like that? There's only one Lewis. Thank you, Daddy Bannister. I really appreciate that. And I don't know. I've been told that a lot, that I'm unique. And at other times I think this is not that interesting anyway. But we're all unique, and let's all try to be unique. Those are the rules. We got to be unique and we got to be thin. We've got to be unique and thin and not eat carbs. Aren't they all a cult of some kind? Yes. I didn't answer the question. I should have answered the question. I mean, the thing about being a cult leader, well, what would you guys want to be? Let's answer. Why do I have to answer the question? Why don't you answer the question? Answer the question, would you rather be the leader of a political party, a cult, or a religion? Okay, let's all go. Leanne is here. Oh, I love saying Leanne. Leanne is here. Hello, Leanne. Okay, Vatani's music. There you all are. See, that's where we are because I messed up in the intro thing. You can't find it on YouTube. Okay, so, all right, well, let's see if you can find it. You think it's hysterical? I will watch it. Your son should be a guest. He should be a guest. He doesn't want to be a guest. He doesn't want to be seen on the TV. He knows. And we want Cressida. Yeah, I'm going to ask Cressida. I'm afraid to ask Cressida because I have a crush on Cressida. She's got a boyfriend. You know, it is. It's got a boyfriend. She's got a boyfriend. But thank you, Lucy, for the idea of that Leeds thing. And Adam Hudson is here. Oh my God, we're really piling it on tonight. We're got the great. Let me just see what that thing is. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm looking to see how we're doing. 31 watching. Okay, we're building it up. So let's get back on track. They're all a cult. I'm going to repeat it again because it's true. They're all a cult. I mean, I would like to be. I don't have to be a cult leader. Okay, you have to be. I mean, all those things you've got to be really focused. I'd like to be a leader of you people, but I can't do it. I'm also want to be led. I mean, it's a good question. Yes, DB, he is unique. Yeah, I'm unique. Thank you very much, Claire. Okay, Adam Hudson says maybe Cressida has a large appearance fee that will require a lot of money from my massive earnings on YouTube from I've got 1,000 people, so you can just count up the money of how much I'm making from YouTube, Adam Hudson. That's possibly true. Having an Elvis P day today. What's an Elvis Presley day today? You're listening to Elvis's music? Well, as you know, we got Paul, which is Chinese Elvis. Cressida that's Denise Briscoe. That's a professional English name. Denise Cressida Wetton is so missed on TV. I don't think she's as into being on TV. That's my impression, but she's so good at it. It just seems a bit crazy to me. Yeah, I think Cressida is great. I think she's great, and she's really beautiful, and she has a personality, and she's always like negative to me a lot of times. Yeah, you answer the question. What's wrong with asking, Joodles, that people ask, would you rather be a leader of a cult, a leader of a religion, or a leader of a political party? I wouldn't want to be a leader of a political party in this country. I mean, in America, Americans have no leader of a political party. The president is considered the leader, but he's not the leader. He even as the leader of the political party, he's got to fight to make sure that all his people are in place in the different, in the 50 states. It's very different than here. You, Jared, that conversation between Jackie Kennedy and Nixon was weird. I did not see that. Was that in the movie in Grey Gardens? I didn't see that. I have a friend of mine who knew of Jackie Kennedy. I never saw Jackie Kennedy in person, and I lived in New York. Do a poll, says Leanne. Might be. Okay, I might do that. But Jackie Kennedy was generally a very good mother. I mean, she wasn't that good that she let her son fly an airplane and then die and killing his wife and his wife's sister. That's really horrible. Flying out to the island out there. What's the island? Nantucket, I think. Right. Very, very sad. Very sad. 48 years ago, sadly missed. Elvis. That's right. Today's the 16th, but tomorrow is the day that he died, 48 years ago, 1977. Lorna Hutchison, you're totally right. I'd pick the Monster Raving Loony Party. Well, who is the leader of the Monster Raving Loony Party? Do they have a leader? I wouldn't pick that. We don't need a Monster Raving Loony Party. Lewis is our emperor, who we love deeply. Thank you, John Van Dam. This is what's great about this thing. I get a lot of positive feedback. Whether you believe it or not, I love it. And I love you, John Van Dam. How do you not love that name, John Van Damme? John Van Damme. It's a movie star name. Movie star name. 11:30. I'm a communist. What does that mean? Is like you're more generous? No, what is communism? Is you want more stuff given to you. That's what communism is. You want to be in control. Thanks, Kinsey. I'm signed up now. Alan Williams. Okay, that's good. We're all getting how many people do we have on the Discord thing? I'm watching you on a very large TV along with 12. I don't believe that. 12 other people. You're making them watch me. That's not right. Is that right? Is that right? I've lost my place. I was reading that. Now I can't find it. That's horrible. Because I've already lost my place in the thing. Oh my God, I've lost my place. There you go. Along with 12 other people, I've put you on because my friends and family didn't believe what I said about you. We are all loving you, laughing our heads off. I love you. I love you. Romantis. I love, and Romantis' 12 friends. There you go. So we're budding. You know what you could do? You can go make sure you press the like button, subscribe, which is free. And if you want to, you can go press join and send me a couple of shekels a month. It's only 10 pence a day. You don't have to. I'm not asking you. Political party leader, so I could call out the truth before I was then sacked. Yeah, that's what happens. You can't call out the truth. They're in total control. Who's in control of the Labour Party? Who's in control of the Tory Party? Screw those people. Yes, the same bums and broads. We get the same. That's what this is. It's like a club. Denise Briscoe hasn't been in very much, Avocado Man. So let's be positive. Kerry is here. Zengo, who's a guy. My bricks are too tight. Bricks equals trousers. They're too tight. Well, because you got a big set of things down there. Rob, as a guest, was so cool. Reminded me a lot of Bill Bailey. Yeah, he is. It was really cool. I don't know. I've known him a while. And I thought to myself, he's just going to be great on the show. It's not really great. It's just the two of us talking. The two of us talk. I feel embarrassed by the whole thing. I feel embarrassed by this thing because I need so much attention. I need so much love. Yeah, Cressida is gorgeous. She is gorgeous and she's funny. Yes, I'm embarrassed by the show because I don't put any effort into it. You know that. You know that. I've been doing the comedy for so long. I should sit here for hours and plan out things. I don't. And then towards the last half an hour, I lose my energy, and I don't want to be that way. So you guys are going to have to basically pick up the slack, or whatever it's called. But Claire thinks that Cressida is gorgeous and funny, and I do too. Okay. We don't want Cressida, says Kerry, if you have a crush on her. Well, I mean, wouldn't it be interesting, Kerry, to see how I relate to a girl who I've got a crush on? The awkward moments. You could see maybe, am I serious? Do I really have a crush on her? You could see whether she likes me. Who knows? Why can't I only, why can't I go out with all the girls? Why can't I try to make all the girls, Kerry, happy? Why can't I make them all happy? I don't know. It's a good question. Joe says there's so many responsibilities being a cult leader or a political party leader. In fact, any leader. I'm with you. I can't. You can see what kind of life that I have. I don't have a life that could enable me to do all the things I want to do. I have 1% industriousness. Is anybody else like that? Are you 1% industrious? Is Romantis' friends industrious? You don't know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Hold on a second. I've now jumped ahead. Cheese String is here. Cheese String is supposedly a girl. She flirts with me. I'm going to flirt with her as if she's a girl. But if she wants to be a boy, she can flirt with me too. Would you rather do Cressida or Anna Firth? Are we allowed to discuss this? If I was a real comedian, a real political leader, I would go, I can't answer that question. I can't answer that question. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question. I don't know. Which one should I do? If you're going to ask me a question, you know what the rule. Look at my face. I got all these wrinkles in my face. Because I've lost, I woke up today, I weighed 78.8 kilograms. So I've basically lost a kilogram. Anyway, so what is your thing? Should I do Anna first, or should I do not that it makes it seem like they would have me, but if they would want to go out with me, which one would I want to go out with? Keep in mind they both have. Anna has a husband who's very successful, and Cressida has I met her boyfriend. He's like, I hope it's still a boyfriend. You don't know with women, they break up like that, or they get broken up with like that. It's really a tragedy. So which one should I go out with? Joodles asks, oh, is it Elvis Day, Lorna? Chinese Elvis will be doing his gig thing. Yeah, it's a bit sad. It's going to be 50 years he's been dead. That is really a tragedy. Greetings, I'm here, but I'm cooking, says Ruben. I'm not into cooking. It's a waste of absolute time, but thank you, Ruben, for cooking. Thank you very much for Ruben for cooking. Alex says he'd like to lead a political party. Why would you like to lead a political party? You got to say, I want to lead a political party, but why? If there's a guest, we need to know in advance. It's like when your kid brings a date home. We want time to do some background or maybe to clean up the flat or something. Yeah, maybe you're right. So you think I need more time. This is what Jared says. Kinsey says, Ruben, what are you cooking? I'm not interested because all cooked food is bad. It's dehydrating. That's why you put ketchup on cooked food, because the food is gray. It's really gray. Zingo says you can lead me anytime. All right, there you go. That's what I want to hear. I'm trying to lead you, not lead you. I'm trying to get us to eat I'm trying to lead myself. They had hailstorms, according to Maltese Phil, in Malta. He says hello from Malta. Stir fry and ribs. What's a stir fry? That stuff has nothing. It's not. It's basically fermented plants. It's plant food, is that. So Lorna doesn't want to be a cult leader. Lorna doesn't want to be a cult leader. And Lorna's so dirty. She's like so dirty to be a cult leader. Yeah, that's the thing about cult leaders. That's what they do. I mean, the thing about me is I would like to be a cult leader. I don't have my heart. I don't think I could be a cult leader. I mean, I would like to be, but in order to like do everybody, you have to really be manipulative and horrible and a liar too. And you got to tell people to lie. Alex said, you could be the leader of a brothel. Could be. Diane Spencer, she's great with anybody. Yeah, she is great. She is great. She's a vegetarian, a vegan, whatever. R-I-S-I. 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 I don't know what that means. Ruben, I don't know what that means. It's having hailstorms in August. That's very weird. I want to start a church to make money like those evangelical dudes. But isn't it hard to make money? You also have to lie. You got to say, I'm not doing it for the money, even though they build your house isn't yours. You can't pass it on unless you pass on the entire church. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, says Vatanai. That's a good point. That's a good point. Probably easier now to steal money as an American political leader. Look what I mean. Look what I've read. I mean, I can't say he's done it, but it looks like Joe Biden was like horrible with them and giving out money like crazy. This could be a cult. I mean, it wasn't set up to be a cult, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm really enjoying all the compliments and all the pretty girls here. I'm enjoying it. This could well be a cult. It could be a cult. It can't really be a cult because it's not going to be a cult. Maybe it will be a cult. Mark the. I'm worried for Cressida. If you invite her, girls might tear her. Hold on a second. Tear her apart. Yeah, you might. No, I don't think you will. You're nice girls. And she's going to tear me apart. I'd be more afraid of her tearing me apart. So you're not choosing the Jeremy Thorpe option then. I mean, I saw that movie, Joodles, Jeremy Thorpe, a proper British or English scandal. That was amazing with you. I mean, it didn't seem like it was that much fun. It seemed like, I mean, I had a thing similar to that where I met this girl. I wasn't even married at the time. I met this girl. I shouldn't talk about it, but I met this girl, and she reminded me very similarly of the guy from Jeremy Thorpe movie. Okay, and I was taken by her. She was like so nice, so nice. I like nice. I like girls like I'm not going to say who tear me apart. Ribs in slow cooker, fried rice and veg in a wok. Unnecessary. Rice is like filled with arsenic. Unnecessary. I do have ribs. I have ribs at the Chinese place down the road, right on Nigel Road down there and it's quite good. I mean, I told you this before, £7.30. Does that sound like a lot of money? I don't go out to eat very much, but so I pick up, and it's quite a heavy thing. It's a stack of 5. It's quite heavy. It's not super cheap. Trump or Keir? Well, who do you support, Daddy? Remember how this game works. Okay, Leanne would still rather be in Malta than here. Yeah, I loved Malta too. Yes, we'll go to Malta. Leanne and I will go to Malta. Well, what do you say, Daddy Bannister? Trump or Keir? This group, if anybody here says they'd rather have Keir than Trump, I mean, maybe you can say it. We should be open-minded, but Keir is the worst thing. Hold on a second. What happened here? Now I got to go up. Let's see. Let's go back up. It's some interesting questions coming up. We're going so slow. We got to get back on track. You perk up when you have a guest, yes. And that's why when you see me in person, it's so much better. I'm alive. I'm reading stuff out. I can't see you there. I can't see the pretty girls. I can't see the handsome men. And I'm falling behind. Everybody, do me a favor. Don't write, and unless I ask a question, don't write anything. Don't write anything. Come on, people. Only 21 likes, Alan Williams says. Don't write anything. Don't write anything because I have to, I don't know. I'm like page and page behind. Okay, here we go. I remember that Diane Spencer, says Carrie. I forgot about her. She was so annoying. So you know what happened? She had a fight with Josh, and Josh got her fired because Josh is a horrible human being. He got her fired. And we didn't know anything about it. I didn't think, well, it's not my business. That was my feeling at the time. I'm lucky to be on the show. But he didn't like her, so he got her fired. Lewis looks like Steve Martin off Temu. Yeah, well, maybe my hair isn't as good as it could be. It looks like maybe I'll push my hair forward at least. He's got gray hair. But thank you very much, Avocado Man. There are a few ladies here that wouldn't object, Lorna. So what did Lorna say? I don't know what she said. She was beautiful, says Claire. Just not funny at all. But she was just very thin. She was very thin. I went when I was 11. I love the people in Malta. Can't fly at the moment. It's on my repeat bucket list. Yeah, it's on mine too. I just liked it. It was small. It was small. It was dry. It was very ancient. It was old. I like that. I like that totally. Hold on, what's going on? Hold on. Let's get back on track. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling me gorgeous. Okay. We have about 35 to 40 in the Discord without checking in the actual numbers. That's so great. Join the Discord, make sure you subscribe, do all those things. Yeah. Can the 10 friends be subscribers? Well, they can go on Discord individually or they can go on YouTube. Thank you for the friends. Thank you for bringing your friends along. I hope I don't embarrass you. Let me fix my hair, whether that's working. I hope Romantis is getting them all subscribed. That's what I hope too. Don't put any pressure on anybody. You know, you're all here. You're all here. Adam Hudson. Okay, let's get back on track. Let's see. I liked her. But Josh got her fired. I think that's true. I'm not 100% sure. Who knows? I might be sued by saying that. That's not true. You perk up, says Lucy. You perk up when you have a guest. I do. I perk up. I perk up. I like having a guest. But then again, is it interesting for you guys? That's the question. Is it interesting? Trump was 250 to 1 for a Nobel Peace Prize when I put 200 pounds, 50 pounds back. And now it's down to 11 to 4, 680 back. So what does that mean? Will you get 200 200. You put 250. So what does that mean? Does that mean Donna? Good to see you, Donna. I'm perking up by seeing Donna's name. That means 250 to 1. If you put 200 pounds down, you would make $50,000. No, that'd be an amazing, or maybe even 5,000. That's an amazing amount of money. Adam Hudson says, I don't feel embarrassed. You are offering something different on YouTube and your subscribers are increasing. Yeah, that's good. Because I was having a bit of doubt because I really enjoyed talking to Rob and really enjoyed talking to Paul and Adam. But I'm thinking, I don't know. I feel like I should give. This is my problem. I feel like I should give everything to you. Everything for you. You're eating stuffed mushrooms for tea. What are you having for your tea, Lewis? You know what? I had a half of a small pizza where I cut off the crust. So it was 125 grams. So it was reasonably high carb. Yeah, you've been picking up that. You have been. Haven't I asked you to do that? Can you do an episode from your bed? Will you join me in my bed? Will the 12 other people join me in my bed? I would almost wear clothes now because I think I look so much better now. Because you know what happened? Let me fix my hair. It looks horrible. Since I lost weight, Romantis, I am looking much. Don't write anything on the bottom, please. Don't write anything until we get to the bottom. We can catch up with all the people saying things. I look much better. My legs are thinnish. I've been told that I look all right, but I don't, I'm looking better and better. I want to get down 2 kilograms. That's all. We've been picking up the slack. That's what Mark Thoriason says. Are you Diane Spencer, Sam? I don't know. Have Crescent and her boyfriend on. Her boyfriend's just a really nice English guy. He's really just he's like the way you like English people to be. He's a builder. He's really, but not a builder. He's not like, a builder can be that way. Mark says, I want you to get a girl on you and you have a crush on, and see all the women in this cult have a breakdown. No. You wouldn't have a breakdown. Maybe you would have a breakdown. Only have Cressida's boyfriend on. That would be so awkward. Love it. Yeah, you could ask. I could ask personal questions. He'd have no viewers, Mark, including you. Yeah, I don't know what that's in reference to. So Lucy comes in and says, I remember when you run headliners with that Jewish girl, Miriam. Yes, Miriam. What was her name? I forget her. Miriam. Yeah. And you were so obviously how much you fancied her. Yes. She was married and she had 3 kids, but she was such a good mother. She was such a lovely, lovely person. Lovely. So bright and so funny. Yeah, do you remember that, Lucy? I was like, I was taken by her. There was something about her that was just so, hold on a second. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for noticing that. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, she was just, hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Just absolutely lovely. Miriam Elliott. Just absolutely lovely. So a round of applause for her. I saw her last year, but she's great. I have a thing. My problem is I've got a thing for a lot of people, women, mostly women. I got a thing. If I like you, it's like I just love you. I love you. My last girlfriend was really bad because she would not let me go out with any of these girls. She wasn't. She used to say to me, as I said, I've said it many times, she used to say, you can't go out with them, Lewis, because you fall in love with them, because you really like them. You're not a player. Are you guys all players? You know what I mean by being a player, where you can go out with somebody and just like, okay, we did something and I'll never see you again. I can't be that way. I just think they're special. They're special. But thank you for mentioning that, Lucy. I do appreciate that. Answer like a politician by saying, let me make this clear, and then obfuscating by 15 minutes. Yeah, but I don't want to obfuscate. I want to tell the truth. It would be like Jonestown all over again. Yeah. My life would be like that. Yeah. She's great. She's really great. She's really, really great. Alan Williams, that's a rude question. Leave it, Lewis. What is the rude question about being in bed? Don't ask rude questions, because I will answer them. I think I will answer them. Don't write in the box if you don't have anything super urgent. You'd have to come to Leon C to see if it was. She's out there. Yeah, Leon C. Is that near? I've been there. I've been to Leon C. Leon C is right next to South something. I don't remember the name of the town. I saw Chinese Elvis acting film reel. He makes a great gangster. Well, you could see, or a thug, says Sam S. Yes, you could see that. You could see that. I'm 10 minutes behind in the chat. That's not right yet. That's why I'm asking. Nobody should write something yet. So until I catch up. Yeah, Chinese Elvis is proper scary. He's hung. We've had arguments where he's hung up on me, like he's not my friend. You know, like when you have a friend who thinks, well, you know, to hell with you, you're not my friend anymore. He's done that to me a few times. She was a comedian. Yes, a very funny comedian. But she's happy. She's got 3 kids. Okay. Start a self-help group. Just don't turn it into Nixium, says Phil, Maltese Phil. Maybe you're right about that. That way I wouldn't have to have sex with everybody, and we'd be helping people, a self-help group. Maybe that's a different option where I'm helping people. I'm one of those carnivore people who are helping people. That's a really brilliant idea. I'm not getting all the messages. You know what? Neither am I. Let me make sure I'm getting all the messages. Let's see where we are. Maybe put the time you're writing this thing. You know what you could do? That would actually help me. When you write something, I'm not looking at all the things, because I'm now back behind. Nixium. It's a good idea, Nixium. You heard of Osho? Yes, I have heard. I think I went to Osho with a friend of mine, and I had to leave. I was there for 2 nights, but I stayed only 1 night because I felt awkward. So, I mean, I'm almost proud of this, because it means I'm not quite. Yeah, well, what do you know about Osho? Anna Firth, says Alex, a 59-year-old, so much more your age. Yes, it's important. Yes. I mean, that's the one thing there's no baby demand from Anna Firth, and I've have two children, and 3 if you count Jonathan. But so I have had it washed out. I accidentally cleaned my teeth with pain-numbing Germaline. You're not getting all the messages, Lorna. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. I'm not even paying attention to what it means. I am paying attention. Kerry, I've just seen your comment about Cressida. We can never be friends. What did Kerry say about her? I like her a lot. But Denise, please explain what Osho means. Nobody else write anything until we catch up. I'm a couple of things behind. Okay, couple of things behind. Ribs done in the smoker are amazing. Yeah, ribs are amazing. Are they pork ribs or beef ribs? I don't know why pork and beef taste so different, but they taste so different. It means the stir fry was burning, and I misspelt eating now. Spelt is a fish. Rob was great, Alan Williams says. I agree with you, although he didn't play guitar. Adam was nice, but he rather implied that we weren't a valuable audience and would get you nowhere. Well, it's true. Isn't it true? Are you going to get me anywhere? I don't need to be. I'm here. This is entertainment enough. Where's Nick Dixon? Also is someone else. I love Nick Dixon. I love them all except for one person. Have we ever been on track for anything? No. This. I don't know. There are other shows that are similar to this where nothing really happens. I don't know if we are. Who got fired after the Michelle Obama comment? Let's see what Romantis says in the next line. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I think you should only have Cressida's boyfriend as a guest. That would be so... Okay, there you go. Are we back on that? Who did Josh get fired? I think he fired me. He fired everybody on the show because the show closed. I think he actually, had a fight with Diane Spencer. And Diane Spencer, comedians don't get other people fired. They don't. They don't have the social graces for this, but he did. Lorna. The little lines next to the XP, although I do not use them in real life. Love you without them, says Leanne. I don't know what that's about either. I can't spend that much time to try to figure it out. I challenge the Cressida haters out there to a gladiatorial contest, the modern one where with soft play, not with the sharp edges. Why? I like Cressida. We like Cressida. Anyway, definitely interesting. Please keep your material flowing. Thank you. Thank you, Scott, Medical Cannabis, MC Scott. A guest is nice, but some things you chat to them about and forget about the chat. Yeah, and then I'm really far behind and I don't like it. I mean, I like this. I like the way this is set up. This is set. I mean, I like this. That's the thing. I feel guilty about liking it. Vatanai's Music said he's even more behind now. Can anyone message or email him? Yeah, maybe you can, or you can send me a message. Maybe you should have someone else host your show and you be a perpetual guest. Yeah, I'd like that. I'm a good guest. Oh, you don't like that? My hair is not that good. I need to cut it or something. Thank you very much, Lucy. Thank you very much. I'd like to be a guest. I don't want to be the host of a show because I feel like I'm not interesting enough to be the host of the show. Do you want me to be do you want to be the host of the show? Maybe one of you people could come in every single day, a different one every day. You and your guests truly smash your productions. Yeah. I think these guests, you're all good. You're good. You're good. And then yesterday, the day before, Holly Hills comes in from disability, whatever. And I was really happy. And then she left. I was really happy. And then she left. Alex, he must have been controlling them from day one. Who? Who's controlling who from day one? How is Simon Arnold? That's right. He must still be in the hospital. Miriam Ezagul. I don't know if that's Ezagui. I don't think that's her name, but maybe it is. She's a religious Jew. Yes. No, we're talking about Miriam Elia. She's a religious Jew, and it really had a meaning for me because I just feel the Jews are under attack, and you want to go back to your home roots. Miriam, the comedian, she seems so Jewish. Is she Jewish? Yes, she was. That doesn't mean I'm not going to love you, but sometimes you meet somebody that's from the same town as you in Northern Ireland, and you go, oh, and there's a real warmth and a feeling, and sometimes you don't feel that way. But that's what I felt. She's hot as hell, though. Miriam is great. Is Lewis browsing porn? I don't browse porn anymore because it's been blocked. I have to rely on you people sending me pictures. Send me pictures, Lewis Schaffer, PR@gmail.com. Or maybe send it to Lewis Schaffer 2, the number 2, Lewis Schaffer 2@gmail.com. Or send me pictures of just what you look like. That's like porn to me. Are you looking at porn, Romantis? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm against porn. It could be a waste of time. Not her. No, not Miriam Margolyes. She's anti-Israel, I think. So I would not. No. Yes, I am. Are you saying that I'm looking at bored Joodles? Please don't reveal that about me. We're in 2 separate time zones now. I'll just relax till Lewis catches up the chat. Yeah, let me race ahead. I can't stand that woman. Which woman are you talking about? Miriam Elliott, yeah. She was on Free Speech Nation recently. Was she really? She's great. She really is great. She had young kids. She had to take care of her kids. She didn't want to go and do the show late at night, which is, she didn't want to do it. I don't like my porn. What porn would I like, Alex, if I did like porn? Let's see. It's 15:50. Okay, I'm 10 minutes behind. Stop typing, everybody. Don't even type. Don't type anything. What's happened? What's happened? I've pushed ahead. That's not right. I understood what you meant, but we've pushed ahead. Hey, can everybody like this thing? Can you subscribe to this thing if you feel like it? I thought it was Andrew Tate. Could be wrong. I don't like Andrew Tate, but I do like Andrew Tate. I like some of the things that he does. I like some of the things he doesn't do. I remember Josh and Diane falling out live on the air. That was her last appearance. Exactly, Lucy. Yes, exactly. Why were they falling out? Because Josh takes things way too seriously. Having sex helps people, Lewis. It can. It can. I thought it was Nick, Lucy. Nick, says Sam, has something to do with Andrew Tate. Could be wrong. Osho did not blink. You know, that I have you been to Osho, Denise? Does anyone know if Diane is still alive? I think she's still alive. I hope she's still alive. I haven't heard she's dead. Josh seems like a dangerous dude. He had that disguise for a while in GB News, then he shaved it off. Osho was a guru, but he has that place in Devon and Dorset or something. Does he not, Osho? Yeah, I went to his place, and it gave me the creeps. It was definitely Josh, Sam S. I don't think it was about Tate. It probably wasn't about Tate with Diane Spencer. I'm going to try to find it here. I'll share it if I find it. Yeah, share it. Share it. Let's see. Yes, it's true. Okay, Nick Dixon said Michelle Obama was a man and the studio went crazy. But since then, it wasn't on for 3 weeks now. He wasn't on for 3 weeks. Well, I haven't been on this week either. Osha Lilo in Wiltshire. Yes, I went there. That's Wiltshire. That's the place I went to. It was a nice place, but I was going through a very bad time. I was really lonely. I was really, really lonely. Have you been there? I was really lonely. I was really lonely. People didn't like me. I wasn't a comedian back then. I took a break, so it wasn't a great time. This is a high point right now with you guys. The time comes up whenever I write. Read the bleeding screen. It's not on the screen here. Not on my screen. It's not on my screen. But if you write down, it's whatever it is, it's good. Lauren says, I don't hate Crescent. I just don't find her funny. I think there's a real prejudice against women comedians. I mean, I think a lot of women don't want to listen to women comedians. Why is that? Lucy comes back and says, and Alan Williams is a #1 poster. So a big round of applause for Alan. I hate Cressida for defending Andrew Tate, says Lucy. Yeah, and you got mad at me for saying things in favor of Andrew Tate. And Rose, basically, I think she possibly broke up with me over Andrew Tate. So you're not alone. I mean, is Andrew Tate a great guy? That is the question. Is Andrew Tate a great guy? He says a lot of things, and is he a really bad guy? He's done some bad things. Okay, he's done some bad things. Let's go back. I'm now ahead. Where are we? I've jumped ahead, and that's wrong. You don't hate Cressida, Lucy. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. I feel bad when I say I hate somebody. I'm still watching with my friends, Romantis says. It's a kind of failed barbecue because there's no sun here. Where are you? Where is there no sun? Let's bring the sun. Let's pray for sun wherever, Romantis says. My boyfriend has said again that he'd let you watch us having... He's a saucy bugger. Okay, well, thank your boyfriend. You got a great, great, great boyfriend. You got a great boyfriend. I mean, that's not as far as I'd like to go, me watching, but that's all right anyway. Okay, Mark Thorosian says, I have to rely on that also, Lewis. The trouble is these profile pics don't expand enough. We don't know what we look like. That's true. That is so true. So I have to use my imagination. Lucy. So Mark is speaking to Lucy. Beautiful Mark J. I don't like Tate either. No, I mean, but remember, a lot of guys are really unhappy, Lucy, and lots of women you're basically always unhappy, but a lot of women are unhappy. And I think a lot of men, they're basically told, stop being happy and hit in the head. Like when my kids are unhappy, I got to smack them in the head. I don't smack them in the head. I say, stop being unhappy. And then I go, you know what? You should be unhappy. I signed the porn ban petition. It's only 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody signed the porn ban petition. Where is the porn ban petition, Alice? Please write that out. I have a mental image of everyone in this chat. Yeah, you should. I like some things. He doesn't. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. Yeah, I like some of the things. I don't mean it that way, Lucy. What I meant is the things that he's done, I don't like. I don't like the things that he's done. But then again, you know, he basically had to fool guys and had to get girls to prostitute themselves. It's not a nice thing. Lucky says, yeah, I mean, the thing about him is his brother was really good looking, Tristan, and he's not that good looking. And then he became, you know what? Well, what could they say about me? What would you say about me, Lucy? You know, what are these people? Have a go. You're talking to me. Have a go at the Osho, at the Lila, whatever the place is. Yeah. How about you pick a different newspaper each day, then pick your top 3 stories in it and put them out for general discussion? Any newspaper or trade publication. Oh my God, that sounds like such work. Ruben, yeah, I might be able to do that. I never took to Josh. Jonathan, Nick, Lewis, Cressida, Leo, and Paul were all headliners needed. Adam, thank you very much. Yeah, well, what about Keza? Uh-oh. Where are you going? Are you back? Okay. That's a long thing. Keza, I found her I was on one show with her. I found her very, very attractive, but, you know, very attractive. I found her very, very, very attractive. Lucy is a feminist. Where did I go? I jumped ahead. Oh my God, we're not gaining anything. We're not gaining any time. Alex says Lucy is a feminist. I tell you, everybody's a feminist. Every woman is a feminist. They think they're not feminists. Even the people who say I am not a feminist are all feminists. Lucy, Mark J. said, I had an argument with Tate about religion. We don't like each other. Okay, does he know who you are? That's something. What is a thigh, John Van Dam? You're saying that Howie sounds like a thigh. Caroline Cooper is in the house. I didn't realize Cressida was a comedian. Yeah, she is. If you see her do her little thing, very likable and really funny and feminist in a weird, you know what I mean? It's a good way. And he's a Muslim, Lucy says. At least LARPing is one. That's words, I've seen that word used in the past few weeks than ever. Where is Russ? Lorna asked. Yeah, we miss Russ. So let's everybody sign that petition. Where is the petition? Post the petition up, or post the way to find the petition if you do a Google search. because Lucy's going to sign it and I'm going to sign it too. I think we should all share that our mental image is of each other. Yeah, like maybe put a pic. Wouldn't that be great? Maybe call up AI and have AI do a picture. Yeah, that's quite a funny idea, Mark Thorosian. I'm catching up. Nobody write anything until we catch up, and then we can all go back to being crazy. Let's see, soaping. Lorna. So dirty, Lorna. I've told my mother to watch you, says Romantis. Thank you. She has you and her on her iPad. Apparently she's left it in the kitchen on high volume while she watches TV. She said it's comforting, like having a moaning husband back. All right, well, there you go. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Romantics. And Nicole Boucher, photographer. She's a French photographer. She's done some amazing photographs. Thank you, Nicole. It's always good to see you. We're talking about Andrew Tate, basically, and and we're saying that a lot of people here are saying he's bad. I'm not going to say that he's bad. I am going to say he's done bad things, but I'm going to say, do I have to say that he's bad? Are you going to stop talking to me? Are you stop talking to me on the chat, Lucy, if I say that I don't hate him as much as you hate him? Don't be like that. That's what the left does. That's what the feminists do. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Lucy, exactly. He's a Muslim one week, something else the other. I'm a Christian. The conversation steered towards UK invasion, which religions were growing more. Yeah. Is it? I mean, I don't know. People should be allowed to be whatever religion they want to believe, but when people become a Muslim, like if you go to a place, and people are becoming Christians because the Christians are in control. It's a time check. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you. Simon Arnold used to give the time checks, but that's really brilliant. Thank you, Leanne. I'm almost caught up. And once don't write anything. Even if I ask a question, don't write anything, and we'll start again from the beginning. Yes, Thursday. It's Thursday. Anyway, hiya, babe. Russ is back, and he says to Lorna, "I just got back from the shops. Yeah, you're an hour late, but thank you, Russ and Lorna. That's going to be our first like hookup situation from this show." Do we want hookups? Not hookup, I don't mean sex hookups, but do we want people to meet and to fall in love besides me? I know you want me to fall in love with all of you. Thank you. I don't write aimlessly. I give you gold. You do. You do give me gold. But right now, it can't be gold when we're so backed up on the thing. We're almost completely backed old. Okay? We've got a few more to read, and then I'm going to go take a break, stop talking, and repeal the Online Safety Act. That's what it's called, Alex. Thank you very much. That's exactly the way you have to do it. Because you can't write down a web address, but you can write that down. Repeal the Online Safety Act petition. Just Google that. Thanks, Lewis. I'm British, but with French and German and English parentage. Well, you'll always be French to me, Nicole. Okay, you'll always be French to me. You'll come here and you'll take pictures of me. I want beauty shots taken, and you take some amazing pictures. So does anybody need beauty shots? Especially the women. They want beauty shots to remind them how pretty they are, because over time you forget how beautiful you ladies are. How about you don't mention Andrew Tate, Lewis? We don't need to know every minutia of inside your head. I think about that. Why do people need to know how horrible I am? But don't you love me more because you know that I'm trying to be honest? Don't you want to know that? Don't you want to know that? I mean, I like that you know more things about it. We're almost at the end here. I stopped messaging because I was told. I always do what I'm told, says Joe. I love you, Joe. Yes, that's exactly right. Lucy comes back in and says Tate is literally a Muslim groomer of European women. And Tommy Robinson is friends with him. Yeah. And I know a girl who is a follower of mine on Twitter, and she likes Tommy Robinson. So does that make me Tommy Robinson? Does that make me Andrew Tate? One level removed? One level removed. Well, Nicole has a French name. Does it make me that? I'm almost a serious question. I used to take pictures. Then I got arrested, says Donna. There you go. I adore your honesty. I hope. I want to be on. I want you to know. I want you to know me, anal warts and all. I shouldn't have said that. I want you to know everything about me. I don't want you to be like, go, no, you. I want you to go. I know everything and I like it. It's all right. All right. Some of the things I don't like. I want you to, I'm going to say this to Lucy. I want you to forgive me. I want to be forgiven. Lisa, my 20-year friend, has not forgiven me because I support Tate. No, did I support Tate or Trump? She doesn't forgive me. She doesn't forgive me. So what we're going to do? Yes, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that. I shouldn't have mentioned that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Nobody's going to write anything now because I'm not here to look at it. I'm going to go in the other room and I'm going to get a glass of water and I'm going to talk to my son a little bit. And I'm going to turn the sound off. And you could talk amongst yourselves. I guess you can. But what's ever written here, I may not be able to catch up with it. Okay, because I'm going to take a 2-minute break. Okay, that was anal warts was a joke. It was a joke. It's been strangers in the dark. Are we not strangers in the dark? Two lonely people when we said our first hello. Little did we know. Love was just a dance away, a warm embrace, a chance away. And ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight. Okay, so I'm going in the other room. What do I do here, producer? Because I want to go in the other room for 2 minutes. Mute it. I'm going to mute it. Where is the mute? Mute events. I'm going to press mute. Tell if you can still hear me, say I can still hear you. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Chair TV. Chair TV. Can you hear me? Right? Can you hear me? Right. Okay, so it's not that button. I don't know. Mute event sounds. How about this? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Press on the microphone.
Yes, we can hear you. I did press it. I did.
You're not.
I did. What?
Press it.
I did. I pressed it.
Did it press?
It's here. Can you hear me now?
Turn it down. Turn it all the way to 0.
You can't be sure about that.
Just turn it all the way.
Can you hear me? Jules is crying. She's laughing at my incompetence. I've pressed it up.
No, turn it all the way down so there are no dots.
There are no dots.
Okay, there you go.
1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Chair TV.
Let's see if you did actually mute it. So the most simple thing, like, yeah. Stop fucking spitting on me. No spit. Getting all over me. Not. You did not. No, you didn't. You need to turn the knob all to 0, so there's no lights. This so. No, you did it wrong. No.
Okay, so I'm down. There we go. There we go. I'm turning it up. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, people? I missed the picture. Really beautiful. Much a bit dirty, but let me wipe this off. All right. Okay. Okay, we've got 30 minutes to go. We got 30 minutes to go. I still have my energy. The producer went out. He went out running, which was really brilliant of him. Which is really brilliant. So he's become more and more I'm not a big fan of running. I've run in 2 marathons. I ran in 2 marathons. I quite like the picture. Who did it? Her name is, I don't know what her last name is now. I can't remember anything. Yeah, Nikki and Ed. Maybe it says it in the back. You could find it. She's amazing. Didn't sign it. She didn't sign it. This is how fat I was. Can you see how fat? I look quite fat. This is about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, or 8 years ago. I think it was. Anyway. Which my hair has been good. And I'm also a kilo less than I was a couple of days ago. And that can change everything. That could change everything. Anyway, the producer went out and he says, "What do you want me to get?" He's a lovely boy. And he went out and got stuff, even though I said, "Don't get me stuff." He went out and got stuff. He's a lovely, lovely boy. Mark J has run 2 marathons too. And one was a mini marathon. So that doesn't count. A marathon is 26 miles. A mini marathon could be something else, but it's not that. Simon Arnold sending get well hugs. We're sending it to Simon Arnold. Get well. Nikki did that, and it's on a piece of wood, so it's really something. I mean, that's the joy of being a stand-up comedian, is that people they're really nice. They're really nice. You're nice to me. Christ, Lewis, if you had a full-length mirror in your front door, you would never go out. Totally true. I'm totally self-absorbed because I didn't get enough love and attention from my mother. I've got a major mother issue. Major mother issue. I need love. I want motherly love. You know, she was loving, a lot of loving, but then she just turned off, and she just got all depressed and everything because she didn't get enough love from her mother and her father. Her mother and her father back in the day. She was a really bright woman, a really, really bright woman. She reminds me of some of the women here, just a real, like Judels or Lucy or something, like just a bright woman. That's the kind, I like that kind, but I also like the other kind, women who are bright, but they don't hit you on the head with how bright they are. I'm not saying you're hitting me on the head with how bright you are. That sounds horrible. I am saying men like different kinds. Was it Helen Keller? Who is Helen Keller? The artist? Is that the joke, Ruben? Who remembers Helen Keller? Does any of you people remember Helen Keller? Helen Keller died during my early lifetime. Let's find out what year Helen Keller died. Because when I was a kid, she was big news, Helen Keller. Helen Keller, age of death. 87 years, 1968. That was my biggest fear. I remember that. I had 2 huge fears when I was a kid, is being like Helen Keller, where she was deaf, dumb, and blind. Deaf, dumb, and blind. She was 87. And that was horrible, really. And the other big fear was, being like, I'm not going to say what the other fear is, but that was really something. And I remember that because when I was 1968, I was 11 years old. Let's see if we can see what it says. American author, disability rights political advocate. She was born in Alabama. She lost her sight and her hearing after illness at 19 months old. She then communicated primarily using home signs until the age of 7 when she met her first teacher and longtime companion, Annie Sullivan, who taught Keller language, including reading and writing. It's an amazing story. But she's disabled. You know what I mean? This is why I don't believe in disability. I do believe in disability. It's horrible, right? Yeah, so the film came out. When did the film come out? The Helen Keller film. When did the Helen Keller film come out? Let's find out when the film came out. We're finding this out. We're finding this out. Let me see if we can find the film. 19 mentions of the film in this. She was in a couple of films, a lot of films. Miracle Worker was the name of the film. It was like, blind people could survive. She was starred with Patty Duke, who was I read her book, Patty Duke's book, and then I wrote a comment on it. She never write a nasty comment on an Amazon review. It was maybe the first thing that I did. It was over 20 years ago. I read a review, and I got basically torn to bits by her fans, Patty Duke's fans. The film came out in 1962 when I was 5 years old. It was remade for television in 1979. An anime movie. There's lots of different films. It's an amazing, amazing story. Even by 1999, 30 years later, she was listed most widely admired people of the 20th century. That same year, 100 most important people and that people don't even know who she is. Maybe we can find out who she is. Okay. Was she famous in this country? I don't know. Was she famous? I remember the deaf and blind and brilliant carer. That's the carer. I think there's some kind of lesbian thing going on. I am late as well. Okay, people are late. Carrie Mack is here. Thanks for coming in here. Helen Keller, Lewis Schaffer's nemesis, Keith Beck's. That might be true. They might be, I mean, she definitely was disabled. When you're deaf and blind, let's be honest. Makes it impossible to complain after that. Psychology is bullshit, like regular medicine. Stop making excuses, says Vantanai. Yeah, psychology is even more primitive than regular medicine. And you can't believe anything regular medicine says. You can't. She was famous, black and white, very memorable. Yes, 1962. That's when the country started to change. It became at least I was born in 57. It became modern, more modern in the 1960s. It became more modern. But it's a great story. Thank you very much, Kinsey. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. We got 41 people watching. It's a Saturday. That's really good. Hold on one second. My point is, we're all disabled in one way or another. Okay? Yes, we're all disabled. And we can make something of ourselves even if we're disabled. We can be an inspiration to others even if we're disabled. We can pay our own way even if we're disabled. So if you're so proud that you're disabled, or you think you're the only person who's disabled, or blah, 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 that's a wrong thing to say. You think of Helen Keller, who made her life something. Jules learned about Helen Keller in primary school. Yeah, because she was super famous. She must have been. She must have been famous. She's super famous. Okay, I didn't know she was. Theresa May, ex-Prime Minister husband, biggest med cannabis farmer in the UK. I didn't know that about Theresa May. Did anyone see Ronnie O'Sullivan done 2 147s in the same match yesterday? Does that have to do, is that whatchamacallit? Is that, or is that throwing darts? I don't know. Hey, Daryl, how are you? Daryl is here. We get I think every show, people come and they go, but we got 50, maybe. I should keep track of how many people are actually paying attention for a long enough period of time for me to pay attention to you. That includes Vantanai, Russ, Lorna, Kinsey, Judels, MC Scott, Nicole, who I haven't forgotten about, Joe. Simon Arnold is here. Simon, how are you feeling, Simon? We were worried about you. Get well soon, Simon. Born free. Free as the wind, free. Have you been let out of the hospital? Are you okay? Tell us everything we need to know, Simon. This next section is Simon Arnold section. Simon Arnold section. It's called snooker. Okay, I forgot what that was called, which is different than pool. What is pool? Pool is the numbers, right? And snooker is red and white, right? Isn't that what it is? It's like something like that. It's not throwing, yes, or throwing darts. Yes. I remember the film as a child, says Joe. Her trying to help another similar child and how to deal with it always stayed with me. I might start to cry. Pool is the numbers, yeah. Snooker is not snooker. 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 Snooker is the English game. It's a huge table. It's two types of balls. I was almost going to cry over Helen Keller. He was have you ever heard of the name Helen Keller, producer? Producer. Producer. Hello.
What?
Have you ever heard of the name Helen Keller? Have you really?
I don't know who that person is, but I've heard it.
The producer has heard the name. He's very knowledgeable about many things, but he's never heard of that. Vary the start of the show. I'm sorry, I had to throw something at him. He doesn't even hear me talking to him. He's wearing his headphones. Vary the start of the time of the show. It would help some people to start later sometimes. We're going to do that because I'm going to be doing more film work. I'm going to get in at 11 o'clock. I start at 11. I might have to do it earlier. Who knows what we're going to do. Cher was born a man. What about Shan? What about Cher? So Caroline Cooper, I'm often working at this time of day. I know, I'm sorry. Well, I don't want to have multiple times because for every person whose time it helps, it might hurt somebody else's time. In other news, Lewis, Simon is in his second hospital. I missed it. So that's bad. Why is he in the second hospital? Snooker loopy nuts are we. We're all snooker loopy. That's crazy that way. Well, what has happened, Joodles, to Simon Arnold? Please. I never even heard of their music, Chaz and Dave. They're very big in English. Billiards. What is the difference between billiards, snooker, and pool? Maybe someone could explain that to me. Billiards, snooker, and pool. Cher and Sonny and Cher were 1973 on YouTube, and she was a massive one. She has a massive one. A massive one of what? Oh, there we go. Were you listening in? We were just talking about you, Holly. We were talking about you. I'm a disabled hater. Well, thank you very much for saying that. I wasn't saying that. I was saying we were talking about Helen Keller. Have you ever heard of Helen Keller? Do you know who Helen Keller is, Holly? Where did she go? Did she undo herself? Where did you just go? Holly Hills. Yeah. Have you heard Helen Keller? Have you heard of Helen Keller, Holly Hills? Holly loves you really. Maybe she does. I get a warm feeling when someone's screaming at me. I said this before. We were just talking about you, Holly. Weren't we mentioning this? Weren't we talking about disabled people? You have no idea. Yes, you do. You got to have an idea who it is. Anyway, Cher had a nose job. Yes, she did. She has spent more money on plastic surgery. I remember hearing that talk about disability. She had a zit in her face, and she flew across America from Los Angeles to New York to go to whatchamacallit? To get her zip fixed in New York. Cher had a nose job. She did. So did Tom Jones. Maybe I should. I was asked if I wanted a nose job. A noise job, says Donna Sullivan. She did. No, you have no idea who she is. Well, she's someone you should Google. She was the #1 speaker for disabilities back in the day. You need counseling. I've been told that. Lots of people have said that I need counseling. Why do I need counseling? I don't know. Tell me why. I do need counseling. I don't believe in counseling. My ex-girlfriend was a counselor. Lewis, put the Discord link, put the link on for Discord. No, because then Holly is going to come on there. Would you come into our Discord group, Holly? Do you want her there? Why do I need a Discord? Why do I need counseling? Hold on a second. Does the Discord link work? I still have a bit of a doubt that it works. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, there you go. I'll have to go on the Discord because Simon's going to be discussing his health concerns. What is my answer to your health concerns? Okay. I mean, it's amazing. Some people have never heard of her. I mean, she was the number one disability person from the 1900s, from 1910 to whatever, till the end, forever. No idea. Seriously, that's hard to believe, but people don't know things. I try to play snooker and pool and always get my arse kicked. Laugh out loud. Defo. You're giving up the day jobs. What does that mean? Don't give up the day job? What does that mean? Let's look. Sonny and Cher, the movies. Good reference to learn about her. I mean, she became so beautiful. She wasn't even the pretty one in the family. But she was amazing. She was amazing. I wouldn't bother joining people who hate disabled people. I don't think this is a real person. I don't think that's a real person. What is your disability? Let's start there anyway. What's for Nicole? What is for Nicole, Leanne? I will discuss. Yeah, so there you go. So go to the Discord thing. Judel says, it's the most horrific game ever. They make it look so easy. Yeah, it's a man's game. It's a man's game. I'm a member of a disability rebellion. So am I. I'm trying not to be disabled. I'm rebelling against disability. I don't believe you. I don't think you're a real person. Possibly. You might be, but it doesn't look likely. So if we immediately are all retarded with the retard with the same brush, I shouldn't have read that. Is Holly Hills vote Labor? Lucy asked. Are you a vote Labor? Is Robin Surgenor a member? Holly. I vote for the Green Party. Okay. Trump's daughter told him that she wanted a nose job. So Donald says, I hate fake noise. Noise. I think there's a funny version, but that's good. I knew it was a joke coming and I laughed. That makes sense. The Green Party. Donna. Didn't they have children? Wasn't she pregnant when he cheated on her? Who is this? Who is this? Are you talking about Sonny and Cher? I mean, cheating is not grounds for breaking up. It's not grounds for breaking up. When a man does it, when a woman does it, maybe. Diane Morgan is a funny comedian. Do you know of her? David B. Do I know her? I have met her, but I don't think we're friends, no. I have mental health disability, panic attack disorder, and deaf in one ear. She was deaf in both ears and blind. So you have a disability panic attack. Mental health panic attack disorder. That's called a disorder. I remember when I was at the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist had the book that lists all the disabilities. And I picked it up and I said, I don't remember what I said exactly, but basically I said, I have every disorder in this book. Every disorder in this book. Okay, what did Mark say? It sounds a bit dirty. David B. Mandy is so funny. What is that about? Holly. Does being a cat make the deafness better or worse? Oh, Holly Hills, there are a few disabled people here. And he doesn't hate on us. Thank you, Leanne. He's a comedian. Thank you, Leanne, for calling me a comedian. That's even better. And you continue to be like that. It just makes you as bad as you believe Lewis to be. As you are being a hater of us. Yeah. And she was blind and deaf. Just saying. Double. She couldn't even hear people talking to her. And she couldn't see people talking to her. South Park and the Trump thing is very real. Even the old stuff is pretty close. Yes. Yes. Pretty damn close. Cheating isn't grounds for breaking up, by the way. He'd get bounced down the street out of my house, Lewis. It's not enough. When a man cheats, it's not enough. I'm sorry, it's not enough. And then what happens? The guy, do you remember in the movie Fatal Attraction? She says, get out, you cheated on me. And so he leaves. The next thing you know, she's almost killed by the crazy woman. You can't leave. I got told stuff about Lewis you don't know. Yeah, tell me the stuff. What stuff have been told about me? What stuff? Come on now, I'll answer every single thing. What stuff? What stuff? Don't repeat the stuff, because the stuff is all lies. Some of it's lies, and a lot of it, unfortunately, a lot of it is truth. A lot of it's true, anyway. A lot of it is true. Mandy is a BBC program acted by Diane Morgan. Diane Morgan is the one who does like the vanilla CU something tea? Is that the one? Wow, the bully the disabled. Bully the disabled. Wow, how funny. What, you expect special treatment, Holly Hills? You're in with the big boys. You should not play with the big boys. Whatever. Not that these are the big boys. I got all excited there. Did you see me get excited? I got so excited. I don't know. Let's see what Lucy says. That's why she obviously couldn't have learned to write. I missed something here. I got to make sure I read everything, because it might be illegal. Why even marry a man? Yeah, because you expect the man to not cheat on you? Men cheat. I'm sorry, I shouldn't even say that. It sounds so unlikable. They cheat. I'm not a big cheater, but men cheat. Women, you don't want a woman to cheat because especially at a certain age. Cheating can get you out the door. Unless I do it, then it's fine. I don't mean anything. Why are we bullying the disabled? You're just digging that hole deeper, says Kerry Macca. Your presence here isn't mandatory. Yes, let her be mandatory. Let her. She wants to say bad things about me in the Lewis Schaffer stream. She can. Leanne says, I'm disabled with a very rare condition. And I was watching what he said about starving, shooting disabled people. I laughed my head off, as I know he didn't actually mean it. So I saw the post on Twitter by Disabled Rebellion shaming you. I was not shamed. I was laughing too. So you don't say that I was shamed, because I wasn't shamed. But they tried to shame me. Your antics on TV about disabled people. When I saw it was GB News. So you are probably far-right racist. And I don't mean called a far-right racist. I am far-right. I might be a racist too. And you hate refugees. So I had an idea about Lewis Schaffer. Yeah, it means you're not a thinking person. Be a thinking person. Don't judge people so quickly. The truth is, you have to feel for disabled people. Are there too many disabled people, including possibly you? Maybe you're not disabled. The fact that you get panic attacks. I get panic attacks too. I'm living a life of constant panic. Aren't we all? Too many people. Should we get the government to give us money? I'm not sure. Lewis. I'm being 100% serious, says Russ, who's one of my favorite posters. I used to have a disabled girlfriend, but she dumped me because I sold her wheelchair. Anyway, she eventually came crawling back. Whose joke is that? Give the guy credit for that joke. It's a good joke. Yeah, right. We're all far-right racists. Yeah, of course, that's what they say. That's what they say. We're far-right racists. I don't like massive immigration, even though I'm an immigrant myself. My husband was in a wheelchair, and I thought it was joking. I thought he was joking. He is very kind, really. Holly, number one, Lewis is a comedian, says Kinsey. Number two, he is not a racist. I might be a racist. By their definition, I might be a racist, Kinsey, but I appreciate that. And they are not refugees. No, they're paying thousands of pounds. They're going from countries where they had safe lives and to come to this country. Holly Hill, is Josh Howie undercover? Ruben says, obviously, absolutely no doubt whatsoever. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I like being attacked like this. Didn't I say about 20 minutes ago? I said I liked it. I liked it. It reminds me of my mother when she was saying I'm no good. I like that. Don't give her attention, Lewis Kerry. This is the problem. I give girls who attack me attention. I don't, she heard. The thing is that there was a girl who said bad things about me, but she never ever said bad things about me. And you just wanted to hear, what is she saying about me? You just want to know, what have I done wrong? Because you want to say that that's not true, or whatever. Thank you, Chris. I love being dogpiled, Jules. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like when people say you're a bad boy. I like that. I like that a lot. I like also being told I'm a good boy, like the way, Leanne and Claire say it. I like that too. Because people want to. This is what is that called? Jules, you were the one who said this. What is that called? Where people want to, when they dogpile, they want to, whatever it is. Stress isn't a disability. I've seen people say they are disabled to get out of doing anything. That's just lack of motivation or energy to do a shift. It can be is it a real thing? I don't know if it's a real thing, but it is a something. It is a something thing. I'm this, I was like so depressed. I was so depressed that I was prescribed antidepressants. I was told I was depressed by a psychiatrist in New York who was going to put me on a list. I'd be depressed. Does that make me disabled? There are lots of things I can't do. When you are back on GB News, Lewis, I can't be F to watch it anymore. When am I back? I don't know. I haven't been on this week, so that's like a week. I miss headliners too, but it's never coming back, I don't think. Russ is on fire. Russ, I know a disabled man who tells very funny jokes. It's a shame he can't do stand-up. Okay, that's also a good joke. That implies that only not being able to use your legs can cause this. But that's funny. That's really funny. Okay, we got a few minutes left of the show. We're not going past 2. I think I've held out. This has one of the best shows we've had, I think. Has this show been okay? I don't know. I don't know if it's been okay. We've kept the audience for the entire time. I know. Here is the thing. Okay, Alan Williams, is that we've had such a nice group of people on here. We've had very few people saying nasty things. Okay. So if Holly wants to say nasty things, if she wants to say something, remember, we live in England. You can't just say whatever you want to say. Okay. You have to have proof. I remember with what's his name? He's dead now. Wait till I'm dead and then you can say whatever you want to say. But what's his name? Jimmy Savile. Remember Jimmy Savile? And what's his name? They accused him of something, but they weren't allowed to say that because They didn't have proof. They just said somebody told me that Jimmy Savile had done something. People need to speak up for themselves, and they should fight for them. That's what I'm saying. I think this is a good point we can leave on. Okay? I think it's a good point. Is that what's his name, who basically accused me of bad stuff. Not bad in a comedic way, accused me of stealing his act. Jerry Sadovitz, right? He was on TV and he said Jimmy Savile is a bad person. He did this, this, and this. And they didn't let it go out. Right? Why didn't, or what's his name said that? Who else didn't say that? Who else said that? The guy from the Sex Pistols. It didn't happen to him, so he should not have said that. Okay? We need to protect ourselves. You don't want someone to go out and say, oh, Holly, I heard Holly is this. No, that should be against the law. Anyway, Johnny Rotten said that, Joodles. You remember that? And he didn't say it, and then he was a hero. But he wasn't a hero because it did not happen to him. Right? Are you listening to this? No. It did not happen to him. The lefties will say, there have been reports or something nasty, Jim Johnson. Good to see you, Jim Johnson. Yeah. There have been reports, but have you heard anything? Was anything done to you? And then they say, well, what did he do to you? Is that proof? Because I think something has been done to me. No, it's not proof. It is not. Susan Stevenson is here. So listen to everybody. This is our last few minutes. I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank Russ for coming back in late. Joodles, who's totally great. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Fuck you. How about that? Say it loud. Say it clear. Fuck you and your refugees. And they're not refugees. Okay. Anyway, was that too much? So thank you. David from Girl from Mars. She's new to the thing. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe. It's free. Make sure you send me some money if you want to do that. Make sure you go to the Discord. The Discord. Yes, Lewis. Yeah. So thank you, Donna. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Lucy. You would have the pedos get away with it. Yes, I would have the pedos get away with it if nobody came out and spoke honestly. Yeah, what does that mean? That Holly's just trolling? What does that mean? What does trolling mean? Yeah, so let her troll. You know, I mean, it'll get tired next time or the time after that or the time after that. You know what I mean? Adam Hudson, Mark Therosian, Kerry, Kinsey, Chris King, fantastic people. Fantastic. We've been on for 3/4 of a century, 67 shows. And this show has been the absolute best show. At least to me, it's been the best show. I've kept my energy. I didn't fall asleep. Hey ho, way to go, whatever it is. Thank you, David B. Let's go back. Alan Williams. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, all these people. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Holly, for coming in. I appreciate your view. You're looking at me. This is the person who hates disabled people. I mean, maybe you hate me because I'm old. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because you hate me because I'm a Jew. Maybe you hate me because of that. Who knows what the reason is? You know, there's lots of reasons for hating me. I don't think you should get a divorce if you find your husband cheating on you. You shouldn't do that. You should say, what can I do to make sure he doesn't cheat? But you could follow what's her name says Mick Jagger's Jerry Hall. I'm sorry. This is not likable, Lewis. Nicole, Caroline Cooper. These are all lovely, lovely people. Lovely people who've given me hope in the world. You've taken my mind for 2 hours or more a day. And I hope I've taken your mind off the problems of the world. A little bit, not completely, because we've discussed it. MC Scott and Lorna and Kerry Macca. Fantastic people. Well, maybe you're a right-wing racist, or who knows what you are. You're hanging out with Lewis Schaffer, and he's a right-wing. Lud is here. My mother was nuts, too. Don't worry about it. Yeah. My mother was considered nuts. I did a whole show about my mother. The Helen Keller story is total bullshit, says Lucy. We'll have to find that out. I don't know why is that. Ruben. Ruben's here. So these are all the people. These are all the people. We've had 41 people. 41 good people. 41 good people. Okay. Do I have to end the show? Do I have to end it?
Why? No, you go on for a bit long.
Okay. Bye, Lewis, says Carrie Mack. I love the last hour here. See your beautiful people tomorrow. And you too, Lewis. Jews shouldn't complain about anti-Semitism. They should just try and be better people. Yes. 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 And yes. 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 I agree with that. There are a lot of Jews who say, oh, people hate us. And that's what happens when you're a Jew. People hate you. So yes, I kind of agree with that, Lucy. I try to be the best person that I can. I mean, it's not always successful, but I think you're right about that. Leanne, real refugees are not going to manage to get help because of the fakers. And we shouldn't let real refugees in. I mean, honestly, unless that's being killed or whatever, we should go into Germany and we should stop the Germans from killing the Jews. Okay? I feel sorry for you, thinking maybe you need counseling. Two wrongs don't make a right. So if he is wrong, what you're doing is just as bad. Maybe. You could be that way, Leanne. I love you, Leanne. Get well soon. Go on a low-carb diet from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Yeah, maybe she's just trolling me, possibly. Lewis, you are a cult. I said cult. A cult with an L. With an L. Try harder. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody who says they're disabled is not disabled. And they're not disabled. Not everybody's disabled. We got to get over that, I think. I don't want to leave you people. I think this has been absolutely great. We'll see you. Go to the Discord. I'm going to post the Discord account. Can I post the Discord account? Again. See if this works.
You need to be telling people to become members.
Yeah.
Money.
Become members and give me money. That's what's best for my son. Become a member. It's only £3 or less than that. It's only £3. Go to Discord. Chat on Discord. 43, yes. Give me some money. Please give me money. I mean, I don't have any money. I know you're thinking he's a Jew. He's got money. He's a Jew. Stop saying disabled. It only allow them. Just only allow wheelchair-bound folks. In a way, true. In a way, true. We're up to 47. In a way, true. I mean, I don't think is someone disabled because they've got a psychological condition? Yes, they are disabled. Should we send them money? No, we shouldn't. Have you thought of doing a nonstop 24-hour stream with no breaks? I'm lucky and not disabled, Adam Hudson. I get the impression.
What kind of ideas is that?
What?
What kind of idea? Like doing a 24-hour stream, you know?
I can barely do 2 hours. I'm losing my thing right now. Russ, the producer, just laughed at the concept.
They want to see you die on live. Like
they want to see me die. That's what they wanted. Yeah, donate money. Go to the join part and donate. It's only $3. It's not only. It's a lot of money. You could donate and then you could stop doing it. By the way, anti-Semitism is just envy on steroids. Yeah, a lot of people are envious of the Jews. I'm envious of the Jews, of how amazing they are when you see somebody who's Jewish and they're like amazing, and I'm not amazing. I want to hear, oh, Jews are rich people. I'm like, where's my money? Where's my money? Just block her, Lewis, says Leanne. She and her opinions, and she is entitled to. I'm not going to block her because I'm not going to be, one of my favorite people. He blocks everybody. I'm not going to mention who that is. One of my favorite. I can't. I don't want to block anybody because I like it. She's not a nice, and she's not even a woman. She's a guy. She's probably a gay guy, a gay bitchy guy, because her name is, she's saying zip it, Leanne. I'll bring a newspaper tomorrow. It's not hard, Lewis. Yes, okay, I'll bring a newspaper, says, will you remind me, Reuben? See, Reuben's a Jew, so he is thinking to himself, do some work. That's the way the Jews are, do some work. Yeah. We all know Andrew. Yes, I shouldn't mention Andrew, but he's a Blockathonian. Yeah, I don't like it. I tell them, why do you block people? Because we can do this. It's okay because we've got 50 people online. But that's not a, yeah. It's at some point, if there's too many, you gotta block people. But I don't think I'm there yet. I just want to, because it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Okay, I'm saying goodbye. I'm gonna say goodbye. So here we go. Join. Go press the join. Send some money in. £3 a month, please. And then after a month, you can cancel it if you don't get. It's only 10 pence a day, and we're all here every day for 10 pence. You can, and it's here. I have to do this. Okay. How do I add super chats in the future, Mark J? Do we know how to do that, producer? Super chat. Okay.
You don't want to do that.
No, Holly's great. Holly's great. Lots of people disagree with me. Rose and lots of people. You should be paying us. That's true. I should. Yeah. I should, but don't say that. Don't say that. Toodaloo, everybody. Say goodbye, and I'm going to go to end stream, and then I'm going to sign off. I think. How many people do we have listening at the end? 39. Okay, good news. Good news. Good news. We're signing off. Everybody, I love you. 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 Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Kerry and Joodles. Thank you.